G'day guys, Fader G here, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to take a look at the one and only Peter Quill, the man, the dancer, with all the moves, Star-Lord. Oh, look at that, shooting between the legs, man. Yeah, it's just skill shots everywhere from this guy. So, as you guys know, we can't get him to tier 3 in the test server because of the glitch in the Epic Quest, which sucks. It really sucks, but it is what it is. I'm just doing a video, done a bit of a rant video on the actual update, and then more particularly in the APK file. So just check that out as well. So here we go. I've got him set up, ready for a run on World Boss Ultimate against Cull Obsidian. We're going to see how we go. I've got a CTP of energy on him, and these are the stats that we're packing. Not looking too bad. Cooldown pretty well maxed. Ignore defense maxed. Crit damage maxed. And crit rate at 54%, and he does, I'm pretty sure he does get a self buff, so we'll run through his skills again and have a quick look at that. So, but looking all right from a setup point of view. I managed to get his first gear to 25. I had to buy gold in the test server, so dumb. Had to buy gold in the test server. Got his fourth gear set to crit rate. Oh, sorry. Let's have a look at his skills, his skill description. So, okay, so he's tier 2 passive. Crit damage increased by 10. Okay, increases guaranteed crit rate by 30%, which won't count towards a CTP of rage. So just keep that in mind, guys. Guaranteed crit does not count towards a CTP of rage crit. Okay, so that's his passive. Increased skill damage and bonus damage got there as well. So not a bad sort of passive when you look at it like that. Energy damage, 60% of energy attack on the first skill. Second skill is pure energy damage as well. The third skill, we've got a defense down that does apply to World Boss, so we're certainly going to be trying that out. And the rotation we're going to actually be trying is 3 cancel, 4 cancel, 5. And yeah, you'll actually see with the CTP of energy, there'll be times when we can actually get the 4 and the 5 stacking on top of each other and then getting the CTP of energy proc. Well, hopefully we'll see that. I haven't done the run yet. And it does pretty decent damage, right? Fourth skill, we've got burn damage, and we've got immunity to all damage, which is nice for survivability. And the fifth skill, we have damage accumulation based on damage dealt. So this is the skill that's probably the skill effect that's probably the most powerful in the game right now, in my opinion, is this a damage accumulation when damage is dealt, not when you receive the damage. That's it's still good, but it's nowhere near as good as damage dealt. And on this, he has a self buff of 45% increase of all attacks. It's pretty damn good, right? Which lasts for 10 seconds. The only problem I have with this skill is it has a 20-second cooldown, which kind of is a bit shitty when you're trying to get it into a rotation, because it really just doesn't work. His Tier 1 passive is ignores targets. Dodge rate's interesting revisiting some of these passives that I haven't looked at for so long to actually see what it is. Now his Tier 3 skill, not that we're going to be able to use it, but if anyone's interested in the actual description of the Tier 3 skill, it's got a silence on it, which is interesting for Alliance Battle Extreme. And not only a silence with 3 seconds effect on it. So a nice silence, not a 1 second bit of crap like Captain Marvel's first skill. Actually a decent silence. Bind and stun, crit damage increase by 35, guaranteed crit by 30, ignore dodge rate by 80, 80% chance to penetrate, invincible, removes all debuffs, which is actually nice as well, and a massive increase all attacks and defense by 45, all speed by 1, crit rate by 20, which lasts for 8 seconds, which is probably, in all honesty, about the duration of the Tier 3 skill. And yeah, it's a nice looking skill. Not that we're going to be able to use it. And his leadership, of course, is very, very good. 55% increase of energy attack to blast types. I mean, that's insane. So he could be really, really good. We're just going to do a real quick look at his skill preview just to run through the skills. First skill, throws those grenade kind of things and locks them up. Third skill, it's kind of like this damage over time, nearly like an electrical type blast with these elemental guns. Can't remember what they're called. There's some special name of those guns, but pretty cool. Second skill, a bit of a shoot, back heel kick, the gun over the top of your head. I mean, I do this every day. I don't know about you guys. Just do that, back kick, and then just dive into a forward somersault tuck. Not bad. 4 skill. It's a bit of everything. I mean, it's like a real mixture. Blasting, rotating, fire, just because it's not enough to actually give you damage in the first place. 5th skill is the old favorite, but certainly with a lot more color and a lot more pizzazz in this uniform. The 5th skill actually looks pretty damn cool, and it's, you know, it's a classic skill. There's not too many skills like it. You know, Yondu's 5th skill is kind of similar, but it's, you know, it's a nice skill. And we've got Groot coming in there as well. It looks pretty damn cool, and we'll do the tier 3 skill even though we can't test that. And we have this goes into slow-mo. That's not the phone lagging, that's just slow motion. All this stuff happening. And they do, you know, they've slowed it down on purpose so you can see what's happening, which is kind of cool. It'll be interesting to see how that actually sort of plays out in the game with that slow motion effect, or if you can just turn that off 100%. Anyway, enough of my talking and shit. Let's just get straight into a World Boss Ultimate run, and hopefully I don't just fail and die straight away, because that would be embarrassing after all of this extended build-up and my talking. That would be, you know, catastrophic. Alright guys, so we're going to give Black Dwarf a little bit of a, see if we can give him a bit of a touch up here and not die. And just see if we can get a few skills stacking together on the CTP of Energy proc. Probably I was meant, in my brain I'm always thinking 4 cancel 5, but it's definitely 5 cancel 4. So let's see if we can have a crack at it. It's not a tutorial, guys. Definitely not a tutorial. Although, if you had damage like that every time that you do a skill rotation, you've got to be pretty happy. And that's not too rusty either. So the issue, of course, being the 10-second cooldown, and what kind of does work a little bit that I've found, is if you start the skill rotation with around about 2 seconds left on the proc. He has actually quite a high hit count at the end of his 5th skill. So he's making pretty short work of Black Dwarf here, which is good. I say that, and he just gets snared in that crap. And don't just miss the proc. So definitely not pro gameplay here by any means. And I'm just going to freestyle, and I'm just going to go 3 cancel 4, which is actually pretty damn good in itself without the 5 skill altogether. If you get all of them happening at the same time, it's a beautiful thing. And not only is it beautiful from a damage point of view, but it's pretty cool to watch as well. Look at that. It's like a rainbow. It's like he's being killed by a rainbow. But with this, with the 10-second cooldown of the 5th skill, it may end up being that the 4th skill is your primary proc point, and you just use the 5th every second rotation or something like that. So let's see how much damage we can do with Beta Ray Bill. We'll be able to count it pretty easily because it's going to be 0. Level 55, poor Beta Ray Bill. He really wanted to be tested as well. Wasn't to be, Bill. Okay, so this time we're going to ignore that circling shit that's going on there, and we're just going to carve him straight up, straight through it, because we have... Yeah, so that's probably... I mean, I'm not using the 1 and 2 skills. I probably should be using them a bit more. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. I like it a lot. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. We nearly got you down, punk. You're in a bit of strife here, mate. Oh, why did I not do the 5th skill, you idiot? Beta G. Alright, we're going to do it right now, even though he's going mental and doing all these aerials and shit. So, that wasn't as successful as probably what it could have been. If he had not have been airborne, it would have been a bit better for us. So guys, a little bit of Unco gameplay just sneaking in here. It's getting a little bit late at night. I'm going to blame it on that. It's not my gameplay at all. See if we can finish off with a couple of decent rotations here. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Not good. Not good, but not terrible. I mean, I've done worse. I could have died. There's so many other things that could have gone worse there than what they actually did. But hopefully that's given you guys a little bit of an idea of Star-Lord, what he potentially can do, about how his skills kind of work together. And he's, you know, I'm not going to do any comparison runs with his old uniform for the simple fact that that will be a very long video, and you guys surely must be getting sick of the sound of my voice by now. We're going to give him a run with a CTP of Rage doing the same thing. Probably should have done this to start off with. It would have made me look better. It would have made me look a lot more professional, because it's pretty hard to miss a proc on a CTP of Rage, to be honest, when the proc is 5/7 of the actual time that you're playing the game when it's active, which is just ridiculous in itself, in my opinion. But that is what it is, and we've all come to live with it. Okay, here we go. T3, no, not T3. I wish. I'm dreaming. Tier 2 Peter Quill, new uniform, CTP of Rage, taking on this this handsome fellow. So now I can do whatever I want. Doesn't matter if the proc comes early or if it comes late, right? If we're a couple of seconds off, it really doesn't matter. So with a CTP of Rage, I might actually do this rotation instead. I might do the old swapsy. Jeez, that went alright. It does nice damage, and the skill does nice damage. And we've got the nice iframe and the invincibility there as well, helping us out through the whirlwind that is Black Dwarf when he's got a bit of a rage on. And when I say rage on, I don't mean a raging anything. Not that I would ever say that, but I'm just rambling with shit. Okay. You just want to hit your hammers on the ground? That's fine. I don't mind. Good try, mate. You nearly got me. Nelly, better luck next time. Alright, let's see how quickly we can get him down here. I actually think we're a bit behind the CTP of energy time. Interesting. Need to make up a bit of lost time here. Come on. Couple of decent rotations. Maybe not. That's the issue with the length of his fifth skills. A lot of damage actually comes after that proc is just deactivated there. It's not a problem. It's just a part of who he is. Okay. I'm going to get into it here. No more mucking around. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You're going to cop this, pal. Whether you want it or not, you're going to get it. Yeah, take that twirling rope shit. Oh no, not that. Okay. Actually, we performed better with a CTP of energy. Interesting. Well, there you go, guys. Peter Quill versus Cull Obsidian. He had some fancy moves there, much fancier than what I did. Sorry about the uncoordinated gameplay. We call that Unco. Down here in Australia, we just shorten it to Unco. because we're too lazy to say uncoordinated. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Was this way worse than what you expected from a gameplay perspective, but way better from a character perspective? Is Peter Quill going to be your new avatar in game when the update is released? Can you dance better than Star-Lord? This is a serious question. I'm not, I really want to know these type of details about my viewers, and comment below. Comment below. Enlighten me.